Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to create my own dust collection system out of your typical ordinary bucket with a lid on it. I got this idea from Mark Susak, not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but I'll tag his video below. I'm just going to use some items that I had in the garage and see if I can create my own dust collection system so I'm not having to buy a new filter for my Ridge's shop-vac because those can get real expensive. So stay tuned on how to do this. The first step is to mark a hole where you're going to put the inlet hose onto your bucket. So this will be the part that connects to your hose that is collecting the sawdust. And so I'm just going to mark this around here. Is to mark the lid where you're going to put your other piece. So I'm going to put it a little bit offline of where this hole is on the side, which you can adjust your lid at any point. You can move it back and forth, but I'm going to put it a little bit off to the right, about here. All right, so this is where I determine I'm going to put the PVC pipe. So I'm going to mark my hole just like we did before. And then what I'm going to do is center punch right in the middle of this hole. And if you center punch too hard, it'll just go right through. So that's kind of easy. And then what you're going to need is a hole saw. This hole saw, I believe, is about 1 inch. Oh, I'm sorry. These are 1.25 inches on the inside, but this does not exactly fit the outside diameter of this PVC pipe. I have one that is close, but I would rather it be smaller and have to then use the file rather than it be too big. Easy enough. Got an edge there. So as you can see here, it's not even close to fitting. So this could be done a couple different ways. I'm gonna try just a razor blade and see. Oh yeah, that cuts through that like butter. So if you guys don't have a drill or a hole saw, an X-Acto knife would work really well because this is kind of thick. Try a smaller one.
It's cutting through that real easily. I feel like a sculptor doing this.
Okay, so we got that cut out. Right like that. Let's see how this fits. Ooh, pretty close. You can see I already put my tape on there so that the hose fits nice and tight. We're gonna go ahead and put some glue on that here in a second to seal that up and make sure it's nice and tight. But we're gonna go ahead and do the side hole while we're at it. Take a little pick and run it up in there. Poke this out. Probably shouldn't do this with my finger on the trigger. There we go. Nice little circle. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do this on the side of the bucket now. Again, gonna center punch, give it our best guess. What I may end up doing, I think we can still get it with the file. Alright. Not too shabby. So you can't stop now, even if you're getting tired, because you just ruined your bucket. So you got to keep going. Let's see if we can cut through it with a real razor blade. Oh yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I am not the first guy to do this. I don't think I'm that smart. But I saw this on Mark Susik's channel, and I thought I'd give it a shot. May do something a little bit different and share it with people just like he did. But I want to make sure to give him the credit because I definitely did not come up with this. Let's see if it fits now. All right, not too bad. But we're gonna want to put this in from the top so that we don't have as much sticking out the side. Let's pop off the lid here. Stays on there pretty well. And I may see if this piece, I have taped up the end of it so it's quite a bit thicker. Let's see if it goes through. Ooh, it goes through the top of the lid that way. So I think I'm gonna leave it in from that direction. Creates a little bit better of a seal. You can see, keep it vertical in there, a little bit of an angle on top, so that when you have it connected to your hose, it comes out at an angle instead of just straight up and down. So now let's connect it to the side of the bucket, coming in from the inside here. Pretty tight fit, so that's nice. We'll want that to be poking straight out on the outside, but at an angle on the inside. All right, so now that I have the pipe taped up, the angled piece, and in the bucket, I'm gonna apply some silicone. You could also use hot glue or super glue, but this is clear and should work pretty well. I have a glove on because it tends to not stop coming out when I've used it in the past. So let's see how this works. Wow, a lot is coming out. Okay, let's get this off the attachment point. Definitely gonna wait to try this so it doesn't get stuck to it. All right, now we're gonna do it on the lid. Let's do this first. I'm gonna attach this and then
That worked pretty well. Smooth it out a bit.
So now I'm going to do the underside. I'm going to try the underside in super glue See if we can get a better adhesion that way. Try this. See if this works. All right, that seemed to go on pretty well. Well, I'm gonna let this dry for a few hours so nothing comes apart and everything is sealed up, and then we'll give it a test. So I hope this is helpful if you stop here, and thank you for watching. We'll come back with a test. All right, so it's the next day now, and I've given time for the silicone and super glue to dry on the bucket. So let's plug it all in and see if it works. Here are the connections coming from my shop vac. You have your inlet hose that you typically use to vacuum things. And I have this mounted up to the top lid. That'll create the suction in the bucket. And then the hose that I'm now gonna use to vacuum up the debris. So this will suck up the debris, and it should create a vortex in there because of the angle of the PVC pipe. That will prevent the debris from then getting into the shop vac and making your filter dirty. So I'm going to turn this on and show you guys how it works. All right, so we skipped over some of the big pieces because we did not want the bucket to cave in. So I just unplugged the hoses so we can take the lid off. Let's see what's inside. Those are some really big chunks that didn't have to go into the shop vac. You can see it's dirty all around in here, creating this like vortex look. And now none of this is ending up in your shop vac, clogging up your filter and preventing suction from being lost for your shop vac. So it seemed to work pretty well. So if any of you guys are looking for a quick way to separate the debris coming into your shop vac to save those filters and save your wallet a little bit of money, then give it a shot. See if it works for you. So thanks for watching, and feel free to check back in for any more questions, comments. I'll respond in the comment section. Have a good one.